Hello everybody out there. Happy Halloween first off. I wanted to do this video and post it on Halloween because I thought it was actually a pretty good, interesting idea as I was thinking as I was watching these movies. Um, Hopefully this processes correctly. If anyone has been following me on Facebook, I did do a video maybe a week or so ago. Uh, normal like 20-minute video, and then this new editing software that I'm using decided to only process 7 minutes and 54 seconds of the 20-minute video. So I lost more than half the video. So I was a little bit pissed off, and I can't figure out why I did that. So I think it might have had something to do with the fact that I did it in 720p. This video is in 420 or 480p. So hopefully this will fix it. So let me get started. This is actually a video where I'm going to go through all the versions of Halloween that I have and all the sequels and everything like that. I thought about it as I was watching Halloween, and I used to see threads on message boards where people were talking about the double dipping, which is when a movie comes out and one, like say on DVD, and then all of a sudden comes out on another DVD, and you have to buy that one, and then so on and so on. How many times they've dipped, so to speak. And a lot of people said Star Wars, and I agree. I bought Star Wars probably on, let's see, I bought it the original special edition trilogy, and then I bought it again so I could have it in widescreen. I had bought it on Laserdisc so I could have the original versions. I bought the first DVDs, I bought the limited edition DVDs, and then I bought the Blu-ray. So I bought it 6 times. But another one that I had bought many times is Halloween. And I'm going to go through all the versions of Halloween that I still have. Because some of them I don't have anymore. I want to do this in a specific order. Okay, first one up I have is the VHS, which is just called Anniversary Edition of Halloween. This was released in 1998 to coincide with the 20th anniversary of Halloween. This is the very first copy I've ever bought of Halloween. I rented it, watched it, loved it. First time I saw it, loved it, flat out loved it. So I bought this at Blockbuster. I have no idea how much money I spent on it, but I bought it at Blockbuster in probably 1999. And it's widescreen. It's shown in its cinematic entirety, and it includes the original theatrical trailer. Shown in its cinematic entirety. I love how that's a special feature. That's kind of goofy, but I don't know if you can see that or not, but it does say that, the third one down, shown in its cinematic entirety. Kind of goofy. The VHS, which is not rewound, no surprises, just kind of basic, just says Halloween, special edition on it. And that's that. I mean, and it comes in this really, nice plastic case, not like a paper VHS box. So I watched this many a time. Okay, the next Halloween one that I have, I was gonna just go through the VHSs and whatnot, but I think I'm gonna go by sequels, or by installments. This one I bought. I'm almost positive I bought this after I bought the DVD, and I'll explain why. This is the Halloween limited edition VHS. It's a double VHS. And all it says in the front is Halloween, the date, and the limited edition. The reason I bought this was because when Halloween first came out on DVD, it came out as a single disc and a double disc. When I went to buy it on DVD, I didn't have a job. I only had, saved up money, and I bought the single disc because I couldn't afford the double disc. The double disc was, I want to say, $40. It was between 30 and 40. I know that. And I didn't have it. And the second disc was basically just the TV version. And unfortunately, when I bought the DVD, I didn't get the TV version. So yeah, so I bought this. I don't know, I'm looking at it. I bought this because I thought it had the scenes from the TV. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, it's right there. I didn't see that. So I bought this. I can't remember how much this was. This was back when VHS was really dying. I bought it at Suncoast. And the DVD I had, I can't remember. I don't have the DVD, that particular DVD anymore, so I can't really compare it. But I don't remember it having any special features. It might have had this Halloween Unmasked featurette, but I honestly don't remember. But this VHS, the second VHS, comes with Halloween Unmasked featurette, um, and then the network scenes, which is what I bought it for, TV spots, theatrical trailers, radio spots, and a still gallery. So yeah, that's why I bought it. And if you open it up, first you get this little booklet that says everyone is entitled to one good scare, and it's an anniversary scrapbook, so it's just got a bunch of black and white pictures from the movie and the making of. And then inside, it's on 2 tapes, and they're orange. And they basically just say video cassette 1 and video cassette 2. And that's basically it. I bought something like this similar. Oh, I'm sorry. It came with a keychain too, which I lost years ago because I actually used it as a keychain. So, um, but like a long time ago, they did the same thing for Nightmare on Elm Street. Not like in that case, but they came out with a double tape thing, and it had like all these deleted scenes on it. And then I have it, but I can't find it. I hope I didn't like accidentally throw it away or something. Okay. Okay. Should have had these set up somehow, but I don't. So, okay. Um, all right, 2 versions of Halloween that I actually owned but do not own. Okay, so that's 2. 2 more I own, so that would make it 4. Is the Laserdisc and the original DVD. The original DVD, like I said, wasn't anything special. It was just basically the movie back in the late '90s. You wanted to get movies in DVD because that was the new format, right? So I don't have that anymore. I sold it when I bought this next one I'm going to talk about. But I also own the Laserdisc. The Laserdisc I bought off eBay, and I bought it because it had the commentary by John Carpenter and Deborah Hill, and it also had the Siskel and Ebert like bashing the movies and shit, which is now on this next DVD I'm going to talk about. But back then you couldn't get it, so I bought the Laserdisc. Bought the wrong one. Didn't realize. I never really bought Laserdiscs before, so I was unaware that a lot of times there were 2 different versions. One had special features, one didn't. So the one I ended up getting didn't have any special features. So I bought that. Don't have it anymore because there's no reason for me to have it anymore, so I sold it. All right, so this next one is the 25th anniversary edition of Halloween, and this is a 2-disc set that came with the commentary, which was not on any of the other DVDs, and then it came with a feature-length documentary called Halloween: A Cut Above the Rest, which is an 87-minute documentary. Then it comes with a new 10-minute featurette called On Location 25 Years Later. I guess it doesn't have the Siskel and Ebert stuff. I think that's on Going to Pieces, maybe. But yeah, it's got all that stuff on it. So it doesn't have the unmasked featurette, which is on the VHS. No big loss, I don't think, but anyway. So yeah, it's a 2-disc set. And the reason I haven't gotten rid of this is because these special features I don't think are on the Blu-ray. We're going to find out in a minute, though. Alright, then the next one up. After they released the 2-disc, which, oddly enough, I hadn't seen in years, and then I saw it at Comic-Con, at the Chicago Comic-Con in August. I wasn't going to buy it because there was nothing special about it anymore, but I haven't seen it in years, so it's kind of interesting to see it again. But after they did that, after it went out of print, they ended up basically just releasing the 2nd disc and calling it Halloween: The Extended Edition. This has been out of print for like 10 years. So this is basically just the TV version. Obviously not like not edited. You know, it's the movie with the TV scenes they added in. And interestingly enough, I haven't pulled this thing off my shelf in a really long time and looked at it, because every time I watch Halloween, I watch the Blu-ray, or before that I watch this. I just watch this one occasionally for the hell of it. On the back it says Halloween Extended Edition is presented widescreen. Previously only available on Anchor Bay's limited edition 2-disc THX set. So yeah, that's kind of neat. But yeah, that's basically it. No special features, just in widescreen, that's it. But I'm glad I have this because they've never re-released the TV version since this one went out of print. No, they never did. This was released in like 2001, and I don't think it was in print very long, and then it's been gone. I'm surprised they haven't re-released it, especially with when they released it on Blu-ray. All right, so that is, I think that's everything for the first Halloween. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry, I got talking the Blu-rays. Okay, there's only one, so where is it? There it is. Okay, so here's an interesting story about the Halloween Blu-ray. When they first came out, I had originally thought that I'd heard somewhere that they were of poor quality, so I chose not to buy them. So I was at Flashback Weekend, which is a horror movie convention that they do in Chicago, and the first year I went, it was in 2008. I also went to Chicago Comic Con the same day. It was right across the street. But anyway, I was at Flashback Weekend, and Anchor Bay was there, and they were doing like basically this big trivia thing right in the middle of the convention. Everyone's crowded around. They're asking trivia questions right and left, and the first question that I actually answered from them was, "Who was the cinematographer on the original Halloween?" I wasn't even going to raise my hand because I figured everyone knew that, right? Because Dean Cundey, who was the cinematographer, is actually a pretty famous cinematographer. And I wasn't going to raise my hand. I figured someone would beat me to it, and nobody fucking answered it. And I literally was just like, Dean Cundey? And I actually think that was the question that won me the shirt that I gave my friend. But that was kind of the beginning because the guy who was asking the questions kind of liked me after that. And I ended up winning 9 DVDs that day. Not all from Anchor Bay, but from um, some from other places. But it was kind of a lucky day for me. It was a really fun day. But they actually pulled me in front of everyone. They asked me a question that I actually answered wrong. The question was, who said Halloween is an absolutely merciless thriller? I would compare it to Psycho. And I said Horror Hound because I'm a fucking idiot. And it was Roger Ebert. Um, I said that, and he was like, "Was Horror Hound around then?" And I was like, "I don't know." And I got it wrong. I still won this. Yeah, so I got this for free. I wanted it from Anchor Bay directly from them. I won a bunch of other stuff too, but yeah. So oh yeah, I guess that a cut above the rest is on here. Um, so yeah, this is basically a copy of the 2 disc, except it doesn't have that onset 30 years later and some of the other smaller stuff. But for the most part, it's got the commentary, it's got the documentary, even though they call it a featurette. And it actually, I don't know where I read it, but this looks fantastic on Blu-ray, so I'm glad I have this. Okay, that is it for Halloween. Let's move on to Halloween 2. And we will start with the VHS. Back when DVDs were starting to come out, I took all my VHS and the paper boxes and cut them out and put them in plastic boxes, which I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I thought that looked cooler, but basically destroyed the boxes. So here's Halloween 2. I bought this brand new at Best Buy. Kid you not. I don't remember. I think I paid $10 for it or something. I don't know. It was like 12 years ago, so I have no idea. But basically, it's from Good Times, which also released a really crappy version of it on DVD, which I never bought. But yep, that's it. Nothing special about it, other than it's in widescreen. Alright, let's see what else we got. Yeah. Alright, what I got here is the Universal release of Halloween 2, which I'm going to be selling soon because I just bought the Blu-ray. I bought this used because I think it was like $20, and I'm like, I'm not going to pay $20 for just a movie. I'll pay $10 or something. That's what I ended up doing. So there's nothing special about it, just the trailer. But I do like the disc art. I actually like the cover and the disc art, so. Okay, next up for Halloween 2, we have the 30th Anniversary Edition Blu-ray, which just came out a couple months ago. And this is nice. It looks really good on Blu-ray. It's got Terror in the Aisles, and that's actually in high definition too. Terror in the Aisles was a movie that was released right around that same time that had trailers and clips from horror movies, like action movies, all this kind of crazy stuff that was hosted by Donald Pleasance, and I cannot remember who the fuck was the other person that hosted it, but yeah, everyone was kind of surprised by that because no one thought that they would be able to ever get the clearance for all the clips and stuff to ever be released on DVD because it was never released on DVD, and this is the only way you can get it. Um, so, and it's got an alternate ending which I have not watched. Oh wait, did I watch the alternate ending? No, I didn't. I didn't watch the alternate ending or the deleted scenes yet, but I did watch Terror in the Aisles and I watched the movie. So that's a nice little set to have. You can find it for a decent price. All right, and the last one I have is actually a bootleg that I bought at Weekend of Horrors a few years back. Basically, what this is this is Halloween 2: The Ultimate Cut, and basically what this is the movie with the TV scenes added back in. So it's kind of like the extended edition of Halloween, because apparently there's a bunch of different stuff from the TV version that changed in the that changed from the movie. And one thing I can't start is 1 hour. Okay, so this is actually like half an hour longer, almost about 20 minutes longer than the original one. I have only watched a little bit of this, never actually finished watching it, but yeah, that's basically what this is. Okay, moving on to... Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Moving on to Halloween 3, which I own one copy of because I hate this movie. And it's not just because Michael Myers isn't in it, it's because it's a fucking terrible... I've never been able to get to the end of this movie. I tried watching it not too long ago, like a couple months ago, and I just cannot get to the end of it. It's a terrible movie. But I just have the basic Universal release. Good Times also released this one, but I just bought this one. I got it for $5 at Walmart or something. So, nothing special about that. Alright, Halloween 4. Halloween 4. When I first saw it, didn't like it. Didn't like 4 or 5 when I first saw them. When these were released on DVD in the DiviMax special editions, I bought them again, watched them, and actually I enjoyed them. So I have the Anchor Bay release. This is the DiviMax special edition, and it comes with commentary, 2 commentaries, discussion panel, the making of Halloween 4, and the trailer. So it's a nice little set. I like this movie now. Didn't really care for it when I first saw it. Right, then we have Halloween 5, which again is the DiviMax special edition. And this says Michael lives this time. They're ready. This one has a commentary, an introduction, on-set Halloween 5 footage, inside Halloween 5 documentary, and the trailer. So these are both pretty actually nice sets. And just waiting for them on Blu-ray. They said they were going to release them, and they haven't released them yet, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Halloween 6. I used to own the original DVD that was released by Dimension, which was basically a non-anamorphic widescreen spacing out here. Non-anamorphic widescreen version of the movie. No special features. I don't even think the trailer was on there. I ended up selling that because I bought this lovely Canadian Blu-ray, which is a triple feature. It has Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers, it has Halloween H2O, and it has Halloween Resurrection. It's a really nice little set. Downside, not a huge downside, but a slight downside, is that Halloween's 6 and 7 are in 1080i instead of 1080p. But that doesn't really bother me that much. As long as they're in the proper aspect ratio, they're some level of HD, and I got it for pretty cheap. So, it's all on one disc, that's why it's 1080i, but still, whatever. I mean, except for Resurrection, the other ones didn't have any special features, so. But talking specifically about 6, I'm sure a lot of people have this, but this is Halloween 6, the producer's cut. This is a bootleg also that I bought at Flashback Weekend. This is the same person that I got Halloween 2 from. If it wasn't buried in other titles right now, I'd get it for you again. But you can notice that the covers are the same. Same design. So, yeah, this was a nice little set. Again, I've never actually watched the producer's cut all the way through. I've only gotten about maybe a quarter of the way through it. but this is like a lot different than the other one. The reason I never made it all the way through is because I want to watch, because I'm not really super familiar with the original one, because um, I don't like it. 3 and 6 in the Halloween series, in my opinion, are the weakest of the movies, and I didn't. I want to watch that one and then watch this one so I can compare and contrast. Um, Interestingly enough, this has actually got some special features on it, trailers, TV spots, a promotional featurette, some stuff from Entertainment Tonight. That's basically it. Um, what's really funny is when you put this on a DVD player and you go to the special features menu, there's an option for an audio commentary, but you can't select it. I just think that's kind of funny that that was on a menu. I mean, this makes me wonder if they recorded a commentary or something. I don't know, but it's kind of funny. All right, basically I'm gonna skip over H2O because it's in this one. So you know my H2O. I used to have the original H2O release, the one that's boasted as a collector's series and then has no special features. I know it was originally announced with commentary. It was supposed to have a commentary with Steve Miner and Jamie Lee Curtis, I think, and it was actually on the early DVDs, not the commentary. It was just on the box that said it was on there, and then the later ones, like the one I had, just had the featurette and the trailer. All right, moving on to Resurrection. Resurrection is in the Blu-ray, but I still do have the original DVD. This is the one that originally came out. I bought it the day it came out. This has all the special features. That's the reason I kept this, is because this has the special. This has a bunch of special features on it that the Blu-ray doesn't. So, I know people don't really care for this one. They think it's goofy, and I'll agree with you. But it felt like the horror movies of its time. So, whatever. I'm not. Saw it in the theater. That was the only Halloween movie I've seen in the theater. Yep, I have never seen the original in the theater. Um, and I wasn't into horror movies when H2O came out, so I didn't get to see that one. I saw the remakes and stuff, but I'm talking about the original series. So, sticking with the original series, I will also talk about Halloween 25 Years of Terror, which is a documentary, a pretty well done. I just actually finished watching it before I started recording this. That basically covers all the movies. This came out the year before the remake, so they don't talk about the remake. However, Rob Zombie is in the documentary. So, basically, it's an hour and a half, and then it's got a bunch of extra interviews. A lot of this was shot at the 25th anniversary convention, so there's a lot of Q&As on here and stuff. So, that's that. And then the last two items I have here, and this will wrap up my video. My video is already 23 minutes long, so let's hope to God that it processes it all. I don't want to have to record it again. Last two I got here are the remake. This is not the original Blu-ray that came. Or wait, no, it didn't. I don't think it came out on Blu-ray first. I had the original 2-disc DVD, and then this came out on Blu-ray. And this is the same movie, but then it's got a 4.5 hour making of documentary. For Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie also did a 3 hour making of documentary, or something like that, 2.5 hours something. And his documentaries are really cool. They go like day by day, and that's the main reason I bought the Blu-ray, was for the making of documentary. But I enjoy the remake. A lot of people bash the hell out of this, and I don't agree with remakes for the most part, but sometimes they're good. And I like this. Rob Zombie has not made a film yet that has let me down, and I'm talking never, and that's including The Haunted World of El Superbeasto, which was basically softcore cartoon porn. Alright, and then this is the first movie that he made that I felt like he let me down, but then on multiple viewings I enjoyed, which was Halloween 2. This movie is pretty far away from what Halloween was supposed to be, and that's why I think a lot of people didn't like it, and I think that's the reason I didn't like it at first. Watching it again, as a standalone movie, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's got some interesting concepts in it. I don't like the way that he made Dr. Loomis out to be a complete douchebag asshole, but and God, he makes Laurie just this whiny little bitch who tries to act like she can beat the shit out of people, but it's like, ooh, you're a little fucking bitch, shut up. But other than that, I liked it. Rob Zombie's commentary, actually, the director's cut's better than the theatrical cut, and I think that's why I liked it better in video. And his commentary actually explains a lot of stuff, and it makes it more interesting. So, in my opinion, I think this is actually a pretty good movie. And with that, I'm done. Got no more Halloween movies. That's it. I have all of them. Uh, as you can see, as you saw, I still have a few on VHS. Um, so basically, I hope everyone has a good Halloween. I hope this video processes. And if it does, that means I know what's wrong and I can make my videos again. So if you're seeing this video, hopefully you will be seeing a new update very soon. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.